I have for sale this 2001 GMC Sierra. It's a 1500 4x4 Z71 off-road package. I'm the second owner. Give a little bit of an overview of it here. See if you're interested. It's got the 35-inch General Grabber tires. I think they have about 5,000 or 6,000 miles on ish. It's got a rear slider window. It's got true dual exhaust all the way back on each side with its own independent muffler or glass pack, and it's got the Line X spray-in bed liner. Put some aftermarket lights in the back. I have the originals if you like them. Straight body. It's never been in an accident. Like I say, I'm the second owner. First owner is in Arizona. He took good care of it, and as did I. It's had all of its oil changes. It's had a tranny flush. It's had front and rear differential fluids changed regularly, a couple times since new on both front and rear differentials. Used the blue auto track fluid for the transfer case when I changed that. It does have some new headlights in the front. The others were all clouded over, so I bought these. It's got the billet grille in it. It's got the cowl hood, cold air intake. It's got the 5.3 liter engine. And I'll show you a little bit inside the truck. Okay, this has a dark gray interior. Doors open up like this on both sides, the same suicide type. It's had a dash mat on it since brand new. I've kept it on, and it's got no cracks in the dash, no rips or tears in the upholstery. There is on this center console, there is a crack right here that I never got around to fixing or ordering a new top for this. But that's the only flaw that I know of in the interior. Rest of it's really clean. It's got the Alpine CDA 117 deck. It's got the auxiliary port and the USB port. Power windows. Does not have power seat. Here's the other side. As far as the speakers, they're the JL, I believe. I don't know much about speakers. I had a Sunshine Audio, or Drive-In Auto Sound, excuse me, installed a stereo system. There's a box with a subwoofer on this side and an amp that runs the subwoofer, and then there's a separate amp for the speakers. There's a little bit of storage room behind it, not a whole lot, but it's functional. Not a lot of leg room back here. If you put one of the seats up, if you're lucky like I do and have a couple of family members with short legs, unlike me, you can get away with moving a seat up and kind of sharing space a little bit. But it's definitely not like some of the newer pickups that have a whole bunch of legroom back here. But it's sufficient. It's definitely better than a lot of trucks I've seen. Solid truck. Tinted windows in the back and on the back windows, and a little bit on the sides. I can't remember what the numbers were on that. As far as the percentage, I don't even know if it's legal or not, but it's not super dark, but it's just slightly tinted, I think. Straight bumpers. Trying to think of what else I missed. I'll crawl under the truck a little bit and talk about some of the things that's been done underneath. Here's a little bit of what it looks like underneath. It does have the FabTech 6-inch lift on it. It doesn't leak any oils anywhere on the truck. Everything's nice and clean. There's the transmission. You can see that. The transfer case has had the Auto Track 2 fluid put in it, the blue fluid from the dealer, the correct stuff. There's the drive shaft. There's the dual exhaust. Splits off. Here, there's two separate ones going up to the front. It does have. I did put new ball joints, upper and lower, and tie rods inner and outer. I had to put CV axles on both sides. I didn't really have to, but I just did while I was in there. I had a lower ball joint go out on this side, and just went ahead and replaced quite a bit. It's got a new pitman arm, idler arm assembly bracket. I did go ahead and put some new rotors and brakes on it. The rotors were upgraded to some type of a carbon fiber blend aftermarket upgraded rotor that helps, according to them, distribute the heat better or release the heat better, something to where you don't get any of that shaky stuff going on when they're too hot. And I haven't had any problems with it since I put these rotors on. I did have a problem with some shakiness braking down hills, going down a hill constantly when the brakes warm up too much and you start to get a little vibration. I put these on last summer and haven't had an issue since, so that helped quite a bit. Let's go under the hood a little bit. Okay, the truck currently has 128,802 miles on it. 128,802. That's an aftermarket flame, obviously. Instrument cluster piece. I'm pretty sure I have the original one. It's in a box still that would come with it if you want to change that out. I personally don't even know how to do that, but let's see, what else? Everything works, all the gauges. Message center works. It tells you in a big yellow blinding light that comes on when the oil changes due. So it's had all of its oil changes. It kind of makes you change the oil. There's no check engine light on. I've only had a check engine light come on once on this vehicle, and it was because my gas cap was bad and something to do with the oxygen or the airflow in the fuel system had a leak and flashed a code that I couldn't figure out, but it turned out being a real simple thing. Just had a bad gas cap on it. So here's the motor. It is running now. I drive it. I was driving it daily until I got a different pickup here recently. It runs really smooth. I did put a new serpentine belt on it. And get the Vortex. Here's the K&N cold air intake system. And it's a pretty neat system because it goes right to the corner of the vehicle and seals off on the hood shuts. So it does have cold air coming in from the bottom. So it's a pretty neat place to put the cold air intake as opposed to some other trucks like Dodges. They'd end up putting them up in this area and sealing it off, and it gets a lot of heat from the motor. So this system's pretty good, I think. But everything works on it. The air conditioning and heater and all that stuff. I don't know of any problems with the motor or the truck. I do have an Optima battery in here still. I guess I was just telling someone that that was a different truck. I'm blabbering here. I was just talking to someone on the phone about this Optima battery, and I was thinking that it went bad, but that was a different red battery. It went bad after not being too awful old, and had to swap that out. But anyway, this Optima battery looks like it has a July of 2011 date on it. These have been known to be good for an average of, I believe, 8 years or something like that. Anyway, I'm getting old. I forgot I had an Optima battery in here. So, that's the truck. It's in good shape. Not perfect. got a couple of the tow hooks up here. There's a front shot of it. And I'm trying to think of anything I missed. Any questions, give me a call or shoot me an email or a text. Thank you.